So, you have hit level 10. And so have I. So, what does that mean? That means we have officially unlocked the Dungeon Finder. So, the Dungeon Finder is something that lets you join a queue to play a dungeon. And these are all the dungeons in the game. And then once you get high enough level, you can then do veteran dungeons, which are the same ones, but with harder content and more like ads and more mechanics. And so, when you use the random Dungeon Finder, it will put you in a group of 4, consisting of 2 damage dealers, 1 healer, and 1 tank. And you will get this amount of extra XP for doing it with a random group. And then you'll get a little letter in the mail from the Undaunted, which are like we'll call it the Dungeon Guild. And then you will be able to get some transmute gems, but the big thing is if you're leveling, doing that random dungeon gives you a large surplus of experience points. Now, when you're readying up, make sure you choose whichever role you want to be, and then you'll go in. Now, of course, healing and tanks have a shorter queue, whereas damage dealers have a longer queue, because there's a lot more people that want to be damage dealers than not. But yeah, that's the big step into the next zone. The next part of the game is now that you're level 10, you can do damage. You can do all of this, and yeah, you can also do battlegrounds. Battlegrounds are again teams of 4, but instead of doing PvE content, you will be doing PvP content, where you will go into battleground, and it will be a small-ish arena, and there will be 3 groups of 4. And then you will do whatever the mode is. So there's Crazy King, which is capture the flag, but the flag keeps moving. There is Chaos Ball. It is so there's a ball, one person holds it, you take constant damage, and you have to keep it away from the other teams. Domination, it's capture the flag. There's 4 points, and you have to hold them for as long as possible. Capture the relic. Each team has a relic, and you have to go steal them from the other teams. And deathmatch, straightforward, fight to the death. Most kills, or a certain amount of points, I think it's 500 points. First team there wins. And with that, first and second place get this premium battleground supplies. Last place does not. So you don't necessarily have to win, you just have to do well. And yeah, that is the big step forward for being level 10, is you get the Dungeon Finder and you get the Battlegrounds. Those are 2 great ways to queue up and make passive and more experience points. And each dungeon you do new, there is a quest inside of the dungeon that will give you a skill point at the end. So it's another bonus there. Alright, so that's it for this video about what to expect now that you've hit level 10. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out this playlist for more Introduction to Elder Scrolls content.